Hey everybody, it's the first day of tag week, which means I'll be doing the first time challenge because I felt that was rather appropriate. I'm super excited to kick this off, so let's get started. Okay, so the first question is, who was your first best friend and do you still talk? I don't know, let me ask her. Gabby, do we still talk?
No.
Gabby and I have been best friends since a little bit after preschool. Scenery change because those are fun. I believe my very first sleepover was probably when I don't even think I was in preschool yet because my mom was best friends with this woman who had a daughter who was a couple years younger than me. So I think that my first sleepover was probably with that girl. I think I got my ears pierced, the first low piercing that I have, back when I was 6 months old. I was a baby when I got them, I know that. Probably either Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Cinderella, or Sleeping Beauty. Because I remember very vaguely having, like, all that kind of theme stuff. I think I remember having the Evil Queen from Snow White as a keychain on my backpack when I was a kid. But honestly, I don't remember what it was. I'm gonna go with Snow White. I think the first sport I ever played was t-ball, which was like miniature softball or baseball or whatever it was. I was never very good at it. My mom tells me that I used to run off to pick daisies at the side of the field, so no wonder my sports career didn't exactly take off. I believe my first grade teacher was a woman named Mrs. Fivehouse. That sounds like kind of a silly name though I'm looking back at it. I've never actually broken a bone now that I think about it. Which probably pretty lucky on my front considering how klutzy I am. But hold on, let me... That was wood I just knocked on for emphasis. Dude, I haven't even been in trouble in school since like 3rd grade where I stepped on this kid's hand, or maybe 4th grade where I accidentally took somebody's sharpener, but that's not important. I was always one of those stereotypical good kids who always did a little bit extra on their homework and was really nice to all the teachers, and I was basically a suck up. There's no getting around it. I was a brown noser. Looking back at it, I think my first kiss was with this boy named Ismael back in 3rd or 4th grade. And as you can probably imagine, it was rather unremarkable because we were both like 8 at the time. But it was probably like a cute moment for all the adults involved. At least I would imagine it would be. I'm sad to say that I don't really talk to my first love as much as I used to. We have mutual friends, like he's friends with Anthony, who I've been best friends with since before preschool. But we see each other occasionally at get-togethers at our other friends' houses, but I don't think we've actually had a full-fledged conversation since high school. I believe, actually I know, it was a concert in Madison Square Garden back in 2013. I went to see Pink, and it was my first real concert, and it was so amazing. It was so much fun. If you ever get the chance, I highly recommend that you see her live because she is just breathtaking. The first time I was ever on a plane was when we went down to Florida on my senior trip in 2014. I'd never even been to an airport before that. So the whole thing was a totally new experience, and it was actually a lot of fun. It must have been a good day because security wasn't bad, which I was a little bit afraid of because I always hear horror stories from airport security, but it was good. It was a great first experience. So I'm combining the next 2 questions because the next 2 questions are first car and first alcoholic drink, and the answer to both of them is none. I don't drive, I don't have a license, and also I'm not old enough to drink. So those are those 2, just wrapped up into a neat little bow. My first trip outside of the United States was last year in 2015. It was a trip down to Mexico. My parents planned it as a surprise Christmas gift. It was So exciting. I've never been to Mexico before, and holy crap, the weather down there is beautiful. Like, seriously, it's absolutely amazing. I've never seen water that blue in my entire life. My first job is actually my current job. I'm working as a massage therapist at a Massage Envy, and it's been really rewarding. The very first video I ever posted on YouTube was back on my original channel. It was called Girlfriend Miley and Jake, with no capitals and no punctuation because apparently grammar wasn't a thing when I was 14, but Hannah Montana was. So I'm gonna post a link to that down below if you want to go and watch that train wreck, and I will watch it too, and hopefully at the end of it we will all feel a little bit better about ourselves and cringe at the memory of the stupid things we did when we were in middle school. So there we have it. That was the My First Time tag. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I had a good time filming it. Click my face if you want to subscribe, and stay tuned for tomorrow where we'll be continuing this fun challenge I've made for myself. I can't wait to continue on to the next video, and I hope I'll see you guys there. Bye!